Hi everybody. The technique that I'm going to be demonstrating for you all today is called the 5-4-3-2-1 method. And what this is a grounding technique that you can use to redirect nervous or anxious energy to the given task at hand, which I will demonstrate in a moment. The 5-4-3-2-1 method involves all five senses, so sight, sound, touch, smell, and taste. And in doing this, like I said, helps redirect our nervous energy or anxious energy when we're feeling stressed out or on the verge of a panic attack. We can use this method to help become grounded in the present moment and distract our anxious and nervous thoughts. So, anybody can benefit from this technique. I've used this during my undergrad when I would get really nervous or stressed out before a presentation because I'm just not the best public speaker. And it really does help to calm you down and bring you back down to a baseline calm state. So I'm going to demonstrate the technique and I'm going to pause so you guys can follow along and do it as well. The first goal you are given is to identify 5 things that you can see around you. It can be simple, it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. So 5 things that I can see around me right now. I can see my TV on my TV stand standing right in front of me. I can see to the left of my TV all of my plants sitting on my plant stand. I can see pictures of my 2 young nieces on my plant stand as well. I can see my vacuum cleaner sitting in the corner of my living room waiting to be used. And I can see my mirror hanging on my living room wall. So I'm going to pause for a moment and let you all identify 5 things around you that you can see. So after you identify the 5 things around you that you can see, you then move on to the next step, which is identifying 4 things around you that you can feel. And again, doesn't have to be extravagant, can be just simple things around you to help ground you and help you become more present. So 4 things around me that I can feel right now is the pillow that I have my laptop propped up on. I can feel the material on my sweatshirt. I can feel the keyboard on my laptop right in front of me. And I can feel my hair right here. So again, I'll pause for a moment and you guys can identify 4 things around you that you can feel. After you identify the 4 things around you that you can feel, you move on to the next step, which is identifying 3 things that you can hear. 3 things right now that I can hear around me is my refrigerator running in my kitchen, which is right next to my living room. I can hear cars passing by my apartment outside. And I can hear my boyfriend faintly talking to his friends in our back room in our apartment. Again, I will pause for a moment and let you identify 3 things around you that you can hear. After you identify those 3 things, you move on to the next step, which is to identify 2 things that you can smell. Right now, I can smell a candle that I have burning in my living room. It is cereal milk scented, so it smells like Fruit Loops. I can also smell a diffuser that I have also going on in my living room, which smells like oranges. Again, I will pause for a moment and let you identify two things right now that you can smell. The very last thing in the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method is to identify one thing that you can taste. When you're out in public and you don't have access to a lot of different things that you can taste, it can be something simple like a piece of gum or hard candy. And the goal is to focus really closely on the flavors, again, to distract your mind from any of that anxious or nervous energy. So one thing that I can taste right now is a Kit Kat that I got yesterday, and it is flavored lemon crisp. So I will take a little bite of it. And again, the goal is to focus closely on the flavors, distract your mind from any of that nervous or anxious energy. So I will take a moment and you guys can identify one thing that you can taste. And after you completed that, that is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. It's very simple. You can do it anywhere, in public, at home, when you're at work, or at school. It's very easy, and the goal is to engage all 5 of our senses, again, to focus on the task at hand and distract any nervous or anxious energy and become grounded in the present moment. So thank you for following along, and I hope this was informative, and I hope that you will plan to use it in the future.